Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's a long message, but I will be answering your question and I'll be talking as I am reading, okay? Inshallah. So wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Something have been happening to me since the beginning of the year. Okay, what is it? Started about 3 months ago. Got your number on TikTok. The videos have been helping me a lot. Alhamdulillah, thank you. The thing started from my hand. Okay, what happened to your hand? I thought it was just a muscle spasms. Okay, like involuntarily moving or something, or feeling something in your hand or whatever. But it got to my back. It's like a wound. Oh, I'm suspecting something. Let's go. And chest, breast areas included. I will tell you something. I'm gonna be talking from the spiritual side a lot. Sometimes this can be medical. But if that's the case, by now, I think you will be going to the hospital already to do a checkup to see if there's any fracture or whatever it is. But as we go, it's like I've done X-ray. So, but in the spiritual side, many people when they get spiritual problem, they can have this kind of stuff. You know, involuntarily moving of the hand and the hand like feeling pain or numbness and etc. And the back, I don't know what's the problem at the back. Jeans, they love the back a lot. I think that's like one of their favorite place they like to stay. The back, the shoulder, the waist. They love this place. And when they, for them, wherever they're living in the body, it kind of get hot and become very uncomfortable, and you feel like there's a wound there or injury or whatever it is. It becomes very painful because it affects, your veins and etc. I had a lot of X-ray done. Oh, you had a lot of X-ray done, like not once but a lot of them. But nothing was found. Okay, now then we can say medically, it might not be medical because spiritual stuff normally X-ray will not see that because of these genes. They are invincible, so machines can see it. I started praying, mashallah. I really recommend that. I really recommend. No matter what it is, whatever problem you have, pray. Because ad-du'a silahul mu'min. As mentioned, the dua is the weapon of the believer. And every day or maybe just a few days in between. Okay? Okay. When you say praying, you mean dua, right? I always see dogs chasing me in my dreams. Well, now you are talking. Let's talk about this dog stuff. It's mentioned that the dogs, they are like khuddam sihr. Dogs are like the khuddam sihr. Like where they say that man's best friend, whatever it is. But in Islam, that the Prophet ﷺ, they say at the initial state, he commanded for every dog to be killed. And later on, he said, leave all the dogs except the black one. Those black dogs that get so black, to the point at the eye here, sometimes the eyebrow, or I don't know whether it gets white. But the black dog, he says, kill those ones because they are shaitan, they are devil. Because devils, they use them, etc. Ibn Taymiyyah rahmatullah alayhi have also talked about the black cat. So there's something about them. So the animals of the jinns, some jinns they are animals, some they use the dog, some they transform to dog, and etc. That's why when you see dog chasing you, many a times is the Quddam Sihir, like the guidance, the guards or the supervisors of the magician. So the magician will send them to chase you. That's why you see he was chasing after you, especially the black dog. That one is shaitan. So it's like sihr, like a sihr that the magicians they send. So this jinn might be the one to cast the sihr on you. So he's looking for a way to do it. So the dog was chasing you in the dream. Oh, they beat you twice. I'm so sorry. Many a times, even if it is snake, when they beat you, sometimes the snake, many a time in the dream, is a jinn. When it beats you, it's looking for a way to enter your body, penetrate your body. So in the case of a dog, we learn that they are used by the magicians to cast spell on someone. So it beats you twice. So that means that we can understand spiritually. It means that they cast a spell on you. So it have gotten to you. So it beat you. So that means, if you can understand, that means you have sihr in your body. I'm always eating in my dreams. That is feeding a lot. If they are feeding you spiritually, you will see those kind of dreams where you eating random stuff, sometimes rotten stuff even. Don't even be fooled. Sometimes it can look fresh, but they will deceive you by giving you, like feeding you in the dream, so that the more they feed you, the more sick you become. It's poison. It's just a spiritual poisoning. That's it. And there are always people close to me, and there are always people close. You mean the people close to you, or always in the dream you see people close to you? So that might be legions, like group of jinns, gang. Like sometimes when they're magic, like the magician will send a lot of jinns so that the work can be done. Like one on one, you can fight them. Two against one, still you can try. Three against one, five against one, 10 against one. That's why some magicians, they will send more jinns to pin you down, because perhaps maybe they have noticed that spiritually you are very strong. So one jinn might not do the work, so they will send a lot. I have seen a sister where it was like 50 jinns possessing, and that is very serious. 50 jinns, can you imagine? 50. Sometimes it's crazy. You ask how much of you are here, they will say 100. How many of you are here? 10. How many of you? 2. How many of you? 3. How many of you? 7. It depends. Sometimes people have a lot of jinns, but they don't even notice. They think they have one. That's why for them they feel like treatments are not working, or Ruqyah are not working. It's working. Perhaps it's just a lot of jinns in you, and you are dealing one after the other. So that means you have to be so persistent and make dua. I always saw myself at our previous houses. Okay. Sometimes we get dreams, especially if the spirituality or spiritual connection we have is linked to our old places or in history, like the time it started, the time you got possessed, where you got possessed. Some people, they will dream of school. Many girls, they got possessed from their schools, because a lot of schools, they have jinns. So you can be dreaming even after you grow up. You can still be dreaming of your previous school, university, college, etc. Some people, is an indication for the jinn trying to show you that, hey, I was with you since in your school. I was with you since you was living in that house. That's where I got you. Blah blah blah. That's why many of these I will ask. When you was in school, did you notice these spiritual problems? Or at your old place where you was living before, did you notice any of these spiritual problems, etc.? So I saw dogs and lions in my dreams. Uh, yeah, the lions are enemy. They are strong ones also, and very adamant one. Because the lion, when it attacks, they attack very violently. So these are very violent enemies. In fact, I can give you some indication. Number one, do you know any person in your life that is very aggressive and violent toward you, and you hear stories about them that they are into magic, etc.? If yes, then mark them and be careful of them. I'm not saying they are the one doing the sihr on you, but be careful. Dreams expose people a lot. I always saw myself at our previous houses. Okay, the houses we live in. Okay, now you have to trace back to see the time you was living in that house. How were you? How was the family? How was your health and everything? Or whether you was feeling the same thing like this, and when did this start? I also saw a man in my dreams. Okay, someone was telling me that is my husband, God forbid. Okay, that's the share things, like I mentioned, when they possess women, usually they just after two things, like lust, desire, and manipulation, control. That's why you will see people, when they are possessed, they just want to sit at one place. They don't want to move or do anything. They just want to sit at one place. The second thing is lust, desire. the person will be dreaming of having sexual dreams a lot, because this jinn that is acting as is a husband. Some people, when you do ruqyah for them, you will hear that the jinns will say, "This is my wife." If it is a man, "This is my husband." So it's crazy. So you will be having those kind of dreams because the jinn is trying to claim you. The shaitan is trying to claim you. I continue praying. I like the fact that you are praying. You know, you are so lucky that you're praying. If you was not praying, it would have been crazy. And thankfully the dream stopped. You see, mashallah. You prayed and it stopped. Prayer is your weapon. Wallahi, prayer. Anyone who is listening to this, do pray. Whenever you have a problem, pray. Pray. Pray, 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 pray. But there was this time the person tried to hurt me while staying in the dark. Yeah, the dark is, where the person is trying not to be detected. And this can be people very close to you, but you will never see them, because you will never know that a person like this can be able to do something like this. That's why many of these problems, they are within our surrounding, people close to us. So the dark is secret. So this person is doing this secretively. So be careful. But I was quick to beat the person back. Okay, that is good. You're always having help, and I can see that, and that is so good. The dream always happen at 5, 6 a.m. when I finish praying, or when I sleep in the afternoon. They will always look for a way to attack you. Because for them, your problem seems like these jinns now, what they are doing is, they try to attack you in the dream. Some they will try to deal with them physically, but yours is like whatever they want to do, they try to attack you in the dream so that it can be manifested in the reality. Allahu Akbar. I have terrible back pain. I'm so sorry. Perhaps maybe that's the magic they cast there. I will advise you to do hijama on your back so they can remove the pain or the sihr there. Perhaps the sihr is causing you the pain. So I will advise you to do hijama there. And I will also even advise you to make ruqyah water with sidr and be applying it there. Or you can take sidr powder, mix it with shea butter, and recite some verses below onto it, and then be applying it on your back. So any cream that you have is good for pain. Recite some Quran verses there, blow it, and rub it on your back. Especially the verse, فلما ألقى قال موسى ما جئتم به السحر إن الله سيبطله إن الله سيبطله إن الله لا يصلح عمل المفسدين. You know those verses. Number 3, whenever I'm praying, I always feel a heavy movement like a snake on my back. Okay, so it's like the snake, this magic there they casted is like the snake. You see, let me tell you one thing. This is secret I'm gonna tell you guys. Many a times when you have spiritual problem, it's like your mind is trying to tell you this is it, but you will be like, I don't believe you. But many a times it is true, because for me, before I start ruqyah with my patient, I do diagnosis with them. Diagnosis is very important. When you do diagnosis with your patient, you get to know their problem first, and then you can use that. If you do ruqyah and jinn manifest, you could take that knowledge and then use it, because you will already have understanding of what they are going through. So you can ask the back, what is at the back? They say is the jinn. They cast spell there. So what is it? This jinn, you say it's a snake. So you'll be like, oh, okay, so this patient was always thinking it's like a snake, but it's not like it's thinking, but it's what he's feeling. So definitely that is a snake majority of the time. Yeah, so hijama will destroy the snake. And yeah, try this ruqyah thing I mentioned, and then I will advise you to do like a hot massage on your back. Hot massage is like this. You can take sand. In Africa, alhamdulillah, we do that a lot. Like, you have to warm the sand until it's very hot, and then you tie it on a towel or something, like put it there, and then you'll be like, rubbing it on your back, like massaging the back while you have already applied the oil and etc. So you can, like I mentioned, get shea butter and sidr powder, mix it, and then inshallah warm the sand, and then apply this. Inshallah, the sun. In fact, you can make the ruqyah on the sun. Inshallah, and then make dua for this heat to kill the shayateen anywhere they're in your body. Not only the back, but anywhere you feel the pain, the breast side, the chest side, anywhere, the leg. Let people use this technique and see, inshallah. So then you if you can't do it yourself, try for someone to do it. So you apply this ointment, this shea butter and the cereal powder, everything, while you have already sat onto it, and then you hit the sun and then be massaging it there. By doing that, I think perhaps maybe this jinn will die, inshallah. If you hear this, maybe he will try to move. But anyway, you move, just do this. I feel movement in my body whenever I am outside. Yeah, they do this to make you very uncomfortable. When I dress up to go out, maybe like wearing another clothes, my back is always itching me and always result in body pain. So if I understand, the problem is your back. That's where the jinn is, if I'm understanding well. And it's like a snake jinn living there, moving in your body. Maybe it will bite you and give you pain, try to poison you and all these things, and you get sick a lot. I have had this in my finger. Like palpitation, all 10 fingers, and also my stomach, something is moving. Subhanallah, I'm so sorry. Get sina, drink it, recite on the water, drink the sina, and inshallah to remove sihr in your stomach. You're going through a lot. May Allah give you shifa, amin. For more information, watch my video about the sina method. In my chest, something always moves. Jinns, they love sitting on the chest to make you angry and anxiety, upset without no reason, depression, heart palpitation, chest tightness. They just love messing people up. They just love to do things that will just make you miserable, and they enjoy the fun. Subhanallah. It's just what enemies do. It's just like a torture. Like, you torture someone. Yeah, for whatever it is. This is black magic we're talking about. Nothing nice will come out from it. I have something like ants on my leg, like a heartbeat maybe. Number 8, an interval of 4 to 5 days, I always have this itching. That is a little painful in my body. And the next day, it results in terrible body aches. When I sleep, I wake up during the night. I don't feel it. But once I am awake fully, in the morning, it starts. I'm sorry. Please, brother, what's happening to me? What can I do? The pain is too much. Please help me. I also notice that whenever I am praying, there are always marks on my body, most especially my arm, like sleeping marks that goes after sometimes. Subhanallah. When the kafir jinn possess you, they don't like it when you pray. Some people, when they pray, their body get hot because it burns the shaitan. Some people, when they are praying, they be yawning like crazy, and they cannot just stand still. They will forgetting their verses. They will forget their prayers. Which rakah am I in? And did I do this? Did I do that? Because the shaitan wants to mess up their prayer. So people like that, don't worry too much. Just pray and keep it like that you have prayed well, inshallah. Because shaitan will try to, especially if it's repeatedly. So just pray and let it go and make dua. Ask Allah to accept it, and yeah, it's crazy, yeah. Inshallah, take my advice, this advice I give. I will advise you here to make ruqyah water with sidr and be showering a lot. As I mentioned, showering with sidr destroys sihr in the body. Like one of my patients, I did ruqyah for him, but before that I prepared ruqyah water with sidr. And after I did the ruqyah, the jinn manifest. I asked, okay, what is going on? What are you doing here? He says, stop. This water that you are giving this person to shower, it destroyed the things we put in his body, which is magic. So the ruqyah water, sidr, destroy magic on the body. And I advise people. That's why many people, when they are showering with sidr water, all of a sudden they will stop. Or once it's finished, it becomes very difficult for them to make it. It's crazy. That's why I give sidr to my patients, and anybody who needs it, when you come to my center, I will give it to you. You make sure you bring a bottle of 1.5 liter, inshallah. And get olive oil, recite onto it, and then be applying on your entire body. And also do this method that I mentioned: shea butter mixed with sidr powder, mix it, recite some verses, blow onto it, and apply it on your entire body. And also try the method of the sun, warm it and put it in a towel or something and just massage the pain where the area is pain, where you feeling pain, on the area of your body, and then apply the ointment there, the mixture, and then apply this massage. And do hijama at your back or anywhere you feel in the pain, even at the breast side, the chest, even the chest. You can do hijama. For me, when I'm doing hijama for people, especially men, I do hijama on them, the head, the back, and I also try and put the chest. Yeah. So get someone who does hijama, a woman, a female. A female does hijama for female, men do hijama for men. May Allah give you shifa, honestly. Thank you so much.